may be wondering, how does a collector like me organize his Pokemon cards? That's what we're going to find out in today's video. What's up everyone, PikaJolt here, and today guys, I'll be telling you all how I organize my Pokemon cards so you guys can get a sense of how I organize my cards. And if you're not a big collector, not trying to complete the master sets, and you just buy packs over here once in a while, or you just buy packs not to complete the set or because you just want to get it for fun, this is the right video for you. And I'll be showing you my binders as I hold that I used to hold my Pokemon cards. Now first, I'm going to start off with my holographic binder. Yes, I have one binder where I keep all of my holographic Pokemon cards in, or holo for short, in shinies. Now, let me show you guys. I don't know, this is kind of hard to show on camera, but basically what I do is I get holographics and I sort them by type. But this is the first thing you need to do. Let's say you have a lot of holographics for X and Y, black and white, all of those eras, separate binders. But since I don't have too many holographics, I share one binder for all of my holographics. In the back, I have a section for my X and Y cards. Then in the middle, I have a section for my Sun and Moon cards, and at the front, I have a section for my Sword and Shield cards. And as you see, I do it by type. So I put all of my cards by type in order in these sleeves. Now, as you see, I don't have holographics for every single type, but I do have quite some holographics. So I stick it in there, just like that. And as you can see, I have holographics for every single type of card. And I like doing it like this because it's a nice way to store all my holographics. And I just think it's cool. So I put all my X and Y holographics at the back, then Sun and Moon in the middle, and then Sword and Shield at the top. So I can just say, okay, do I want to look at my X and Y holographics? I go to the back, and then I pick which type I want to look at, and I just find the holographics that I want. Now, the order on each page, that's just personal opinion. Like this. I like this Pikachu much better than Toxtricity, so I put it all the way in the front slot. Now, I also have some shinies I also keep in here, and I also keep Prism Stars. Shiny Prism Stars, keep them with their holographics. They go there. They're not considered an ultra rare. Now let me show you right here. I have a shiny Charmander. Now you may be wondering, PikaJolt, didn't you just give away shiny Charmander? Yeah, I gave it away, but this is my duplicate one. I told you I had a duplicate shiny Charmander. And it's okay. The other one I gave away was mint condition. This one is, it's okay. But that's not what this video is for. This one, I'm just saying, if I got this grade, I'd probably a PSA 9 or 8. Because I didn't keep it in a sleeve, it got worse condition. So if you want to have like a really expensive shiny, keep it in a sleeve and stick it in there. But I didn't know that this shiny Charmander would worth too much when I originally got it, so I just stuck it in there. And if I put a sleeve now, it's not going to be much help anyway. Actually, fine, I'll do it for you guys. I know you guys are probably shouting, PikaJolt, put it inside the sleeve. This is shiny Charmander we're talking about. Fine, I'll stick it in a sleeve. I'm sorry for getting off track, guys, but you guys wanted me to do this. So let me just stick it in a sleeve and stick it in there. Now yeah, it's kind of popping out a little bit, but that's fine. I just need to keep it in good condition. You guys are just going to want to put it in a sleeve. Now the next binder that I have, that was my holo binder. The next binder I have is my vintage binder. Now, some people, guys, this is my vintage binder, okay? Now, I have a bunch of vintage cards in here, all different eras. I put the cards that are most valuable to me in the front, like holographics and everything. Nice. I sleeve them up because they're rare. And let me just show you an example. Let me show you one of my vintage cards just to show you guys. You guys can see that. Base set Ninetales holographic. So I have a lot of vintage cards, and I just keep them saved up because I think that'd be good. And I want to tell you all that you guys probably have more vintage cards than me. So I would actually stick my vintage cards in your other binders. So stick it in your hollow binder, reverse binder, rare binder, ultra rare binder, stick those in there. But since I don't have too many vintage cards, I just stick them in one binder. Next, I have my ultra rare binder. Now, in here I keep all my ultra rares, full arts, secret rares, all of those cards. So I'm going to show you guys. Wait, why is my Eternus VMAX here? Sorry guys, something weird happened and my Eternus VMAX is in the grass site. I'll stick that back there, but this is my ultra rare binder and this is what I do. Now, since I only have this one neat and nice binder, I share one binder from all my ultra rares. If I were you, I would buy multiple of these binders, preferably different colors. They don't have to be this Pokeball design, but anything like this, leather bound, everything, to store your ultra rare cards, because you want to keep those in good condition. Now, what I do is I also sort it by type, and just like all my other binders, I put at the beginning I put the Sword and Shield cards. In the middle, I put the Sun and Moon cards, and at the back, I put the X and Y cards. But with the ultra rares, I also sleeve every single card up because I want to keep them in mint condition and because I want to get them graded. So that's what I do. I always keep my cards in mint condition in case I want to get them graded. But guys, make sure that when you're keeping an ultra binder, sleeve up the cards. These things are nice, but sometimes the cards shake around a little bit. You don't want to get that damage. This usually just protects the front and the back of the card, but the sides of the card are not really protected. So you want to keep a sleeve around it still. Now, you could just use a regular old binder with sheets if you don't want to get this. But if I were you, I would get this binder. And if I have a bunch of ultra rares, I get like 3 binders. I get 3 of these binders or whatever. But since I don't have too many, I have a lot, but I don't have too many, then I only keep it in one binder. Because that's easier for me and it saves money. So if I were you, I'd get more than one binder. Now once I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll be doing more giveaways. I'll show you my collection. It'll help improve a lot because I'll actually get paid by YouTube, and that'll actually help my channel grow a lot. And I'll put most of that money into helping you guys and the rest of the money into helping other people out there in the world. Now, the next binder I have is my regular rare binder. So this binder I keep all my regular rares in, and just like my other binders, front Sword and Shield, middle Sun and Moon, and back X and Y. Now you may be wondering, how order do you put these in? Well, I actually put them in by my choice. Like, what do I like the most? I just put whatever's coolest in the front and the ones I don't like the best in the back. Because they're just rares. It's not like a common, uncommon, and then a rare. It's just all rares. Usually I put legendary Pokemon in the front because I really like legendary Pokemon. Oh yeah, speaking of legendary Pokemon, I also like to keep the legendary and mythical Pokemon I have inside this binder. Here, I'll show you an example. I'm going to show you an example of a Look, this, Meltan. If you guys see this Meltan, it's not a rare. It's a regular old common. But because it's a legendary, because it's a mythical Pokemon, I still stick it in this binder. Now, if you're just a card collector, you don't play video games, you don't watch the show, you don't need to care about the mythical legendary Pokemon thing. But because I watch the show and play the video games, I have a strong connection to mythical legendary Pokemon, and I think they're really cool. Now, since I have this binder out, I just want to stick some of my rares inside of the binder to show, just as an example for you guys. Now, this Melmetal is a rare, and it's a legendary, so that's pretty mythical, so that's pretty nice. And I have a regular old Muck. Now, these are Sword and Shield, so I have to make sure I'm sticking them in the Sword and Shield in my binder, Sword and Shield area, and I have to go to the Steel and Dark page. Okay, this is the Dark page, and I like Muck better than Thievul, so I'm going to stick Thievul in the back, Muck over there. Now, Steel, Melmetal. I want to stick Melmetal all the way in the front, so I'm going to stick a Melmetal in the first slot. I'm going to move Meltan to the third slot because Steelixes are more than Meltan, and Meltan's only a common anyway. So I'll put Scizor in the middle slot, just like that. So it's easy, it's really simple, so that's all you guys need to do. Now, onto my last but not least, my final binder. Bam. Now, if you wonder, now think about it. I showed you rares, ultra rares, full arts, secret rare, rainbow rare, whatever. I showed you vintage cards, and I showed you those binders, and holographic cards, which / shiny / prism star. Now, what is the last thing I didn't show you guys? Well, if you guessed reverse, you got it right. I like making some people count reverses as bulk, but I don't. I think reverses are a really cool concept, so I like keeping them in a separate binder. Here, I have some reverses I can stick in the binder one time. I have a Steenie, which I'm gonna, and actually the way I do this is the exact same as usual binders. I put the Sword and Shield in the front, Sun and Moon in the middle, and X and Y in the back. Well, I also put black and white with X and Y because those cards are very similar. Now, another thing I do is I put the rares in the front, uncommons next to it, and then the commons at the end, because that's how the order of rarity. Now this is an uncommon, so I need to find common. Okay, I found a Caterpie. This Caterpie's a common, so I'm going to swap it out for the Steenie, and I'm going to stick the Caterpie in the back. And I also have a Pansage. This Pansage is also a common, so I can just stick it all the way at the end. Next, I have a few dark types I can stick in. Now, let's go to my dark type page. Right here, I only have one, Morgrim. Now, these two are both commons, so I'm just going to stick this in the order I like right after the uncommon, which is Morgrim. And bam! Just like that, guys. That's how I organize my Pokemon cards. And I really hope you guys like this video. And I just wanted to tell you, when you're organizing, put your Sword and Shield cards in the front, then Sun and Moon, and at the back put X and Y, then black and white. And if you have more older cards, you can make a vintage. You can even go farther and farther and farther back, all the way to base set. But if you have base set cards, holographics, I'd really recommend sticking them in a nice leather binder, or at least leave them up and stick them in a regular sheet protector. But just make sure that you're doing this in the right order, guys. I know this is a little bit confusing, so you can go back in the video just to check it out and how I did certain things. But guys, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Okay guys, bye. Shh.